What happened while we were away, brought to you by Happy Visitation Rights and Tax Benefits of Traditional Marriages Month. We could crack Lindsey Graham jokes or discuss how there are 7 colors in the rainbow but only 6 in the rainbow flag, but instead, we're commemorating the month our culture overtly dedicates to one of the 7 deadly sins by shining the spotlight on the true reason for the season. Sexualizing kids. Yesterday, libs of TikTok on Twitter put together a mega thread pinpointing how drag is being targeted at kids, and it goes like this. Just in May, a gay nightclub in Minnesota held a drag show for children, seen here. One of the performers said in an interview, quote, "I want to give the kids an opportunity to see what drag queen king life is like on a day-to-day basis." A preschool in Massachusetts is hosting a pride event including drag queen story time and a pride parade. A bar in Dallas, Texas is advertising a drag show for kids, including the opportunity for some of them to perform with the drag queens on stage. This is the drag queen host. A library in Bristol, United Kingdom is advertising a drag queen story hour tour where drag queens will be touring that country reading to children. The Alameda County Library in California is advertising a drag queen story hour specifically targeted at preschoolers. At something called DragCon in Los Angeles, children danced on stage with drag queens and even collected money. In Pennsylvania, a teacher hosted a drag show event for students. Parents were not notified. The district there confirmed the teacher is on leave. In Arizona, a school counselor arranged a drag show for students and was later arrested for having sex with a student. In Jasper, Indiana, a pride event with a drag performance is being advertised for all ages, and they're encouraging kids to bring cash to tip the drag queens. In Ontario, a youth pride organization organized a drag queen story hour tour at various public libraries for all ages. In Weston, Vermont, a public library had a drag queen story hour for all ages with stories focused on gender and activism. They write, quote, "Drag Queen Story Hour captures the imagination and play of the gender fluidity of childhood." Libraries in Cambridge, Massachusetts, Chicago, Amesbury, Massachusetts, and Davenport, Iowa are all holding drag queen events for kids. All of those libraries are publicly funded. A Philadelphia school invited a drag queen to perform for students, and it's still on the schedule for later this week. The administration for Ankeny High School in Iowa claimed they had no idea a drag event was scheduled where this guy performed for students. There's apparently an investigation into the matter. K-12 schools in New York City have partnered with various drag organizations to bring drag queens to schools to read to kids. A church in Florida recently had their plans exposed to host a drag queen show for kids. A school in Wisconsin this year treated students to a drag performance. In Warrensburg, Missouri, the Pride Festival there is advertising a drag show for all ages. Sponsors include a local bank, medical clinic, and PBS. Drag shows for kids are also being advertised in Mahwah, New Jersey, Apex, North Carolina, Manchester, Vermont, and Denver, Colorado. So there's over 20 examples of blessings of liberty from sea to shining sea and elsewhere in the woke West. And that's not even the totality of the thread put together by libs of TikTok on Twitter. The slippery slope is always slippery, and it's always sloped. And that's what happened while we were away.